Hello! Welcome in Avery, Azure, Phoenix, and Gray! How is everybody? Can I get an audio check, please? Not first, but still yippee! From one murder mystery to the next. How far are you in your audio bit, Gray? And then there were none. One of my favorites. Audio's good? Thank you, thank you. The Mason System. That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all of this out for yourself. Which of Magnifi Gramarye's disciples pulled that trigger? I'm on chapter 2, so still exposition. I haven't gotten too far. That's fair, that's fair. Hopefully you enjoy it. Where did the vanishing defendant, Zach Gramarye, go? What dark truth lurks behind that forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? Mason System. Oh boy! Alright. The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. My first thought was, wow, it's just like Rock and Jima, they're all stuck on an island. You're so right. It's just Umineko. It's Western Umineko. Think of it as a game. Yes, sir. I, Phoenix Wright, will be your guide through this game. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended half-finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There's something I must tell you. Feeny became a bum, this is true. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Magatama. What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself. Well now, shall we begin? Jump between the past and the present. But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play. Yes, sir! Alrighty. Let's go to defendant lobby number 2. The trial just ended. The nightmare trial was over, and the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away, but I figured I'm the only one who could do this. Probably. Welcome in, Epic Pikachu, how are you? And besides, I had plenty of time. Thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision, it's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. It's so crazy that, like, prosecutors have gotten away with presenting forged evidence for so long, and all they get is a slap on the wrist. And Phoenix does it one time, it's not even his fault, and they're like, well, not a lawyer anymore. Tired? Oh no, hopefully you could get some rest. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day. He needed to update his autopsy report, exactly. Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way. This trial is over. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Zack? There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? I'm talking about this. Mr. Enigmar! The defendant escaped. Find him, quick! Bailiff, close all exits from the building. Oh my gosh, Clavier is taller than Phoenix. Look at how tiny he is! On the double! He must not be allowed to escape! When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge. But now, tall piano man, yeah. Like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Hey, you there, sir! Oh.
Hey, you there, sir! Down on the hands, floor on your head, now!
Well, tack on escape from lawful custody, fleeing police, and resisting arrest. Yeah, I feel like it really didn't help his case at all to just disappear, but alas. What's the big idea?
My ears! No unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in here!
Aren't? But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed.
Psych! I just say it like it is, sir, and it's usually wrong. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet.
We've met before, haven't we? So he can be wrong? Yeah. On a case 2 years ago?
No recollection of that, sir.
Huh?
For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there is only now, sir.
Okay. You're the bailiff, right?
Yes, sir. Court bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir.
I've asked to meet with the bailiff at this court who let the magician escape.
Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir.
But you were a regular police officer once, right? Can we please take the megaphone from him, please?
Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir.
Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So, you were in charge of the security... Oh, you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing?
I'm dying over here. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet.
Guess I wasn't the only victim. Hold on, wait, guys, I forgot my water.
BRB!
I'm back. Sorry about that. I sip. Alright. Let's talk, Meekins. Last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform.
Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this. But last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me.
That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing.
So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one, a lowly bailiff.
But your uniform...
I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired.
That can't be legal. So, you were the one who let the magician get away that day?
I'm dying over here. A star rises among the court bailiffs, full of hope. Then, tragedy strikes.
Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zach Gramarie's disappearance?
Oh, the humanity!
That's enough of that.
Why, yes, I'd say it was around 2 p.m. when I heard a commotion in court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, slam, and some guy's face is right there in front of me. Face!
So, you saw someone suspicious coming your way?
Yes, and I, being a bailiff of little standing, I gave chase.
Meekins, that's theft and impersonating a peace officer, that's a felony. Yeah.
I chased that silk cat all the way down the hall, sir.
I have a diagram of the court building here. They let a lot of things slide. They really do.
Aha! There's courtroom number 7. That's where I was, sir. All by myself, nary a friend to call my own.
Rules for thee, but not for Phoebe. Bars. Okay, and which way did Zach Gramarye run after bursting through the courtroom door?
He went up like this and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw that magic man run into the defendant lobby. Swiftly I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remember it like it was right here. Because it was. Lobby number 2, sir.
You ran into this room? I don't see any place to hide in here.
Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this room, the magician, gone, vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. He was just gone.
That's impossible.
Yes, that word. Oh, how many times have I said that word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying over here.
Oh, okay, I won't say it again. Promise. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby?
I searched.
Why the pause?
There was nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir.
How can he talk so loud and still be hiding something? My cat is playing with the plastic bag. So, Zach was in this room when he vanished.
Absolutely, sir. I saw him with my own eyes. That red silk hat, that flowing cape. He ran right in here, right inside this room.
Silk hat, cape. That's Zach, all right.
But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. Sir, there was nothing I could do but nothing, sir.
What about now? She's on her own agenda, she really is. Have any ideas?
Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind me asking?
You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that?
Oh no, Meekins!
Psyche locks! I should have known. My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. And if I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all. And the Magatama ends it. But do I have... Okay, let's see. Body found in a hospital room, shot in the head. Cause of death, single gunshot to the head. Handwritten page forged to look like Magnify's. IV report. Magnify's chart. Syringe. Magnify's first letter. The second letter. Gun and diary. I do not think I have anything for this guy. Alright. It could have been argued that that was his bailiff uniform and that he was acting in the capacity of a bailiff and he'd walk on plausible deniability, but he literally admitted to stealing the uniform and that it was a police uniform. Yeah. He shot himself in the foot, but are we surprised? What strange sight doth mine eyes behold? He's trying his best, he is. Excuse me? Two men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines. There's been no proof that I forged anything, nor proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet, these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits! And what, may I ask, awaits you? A little piano and a cold little hole in the wall. But since you are here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnify Gramarye, for one. Who pulled that trigger? Valent or his partner, Zack? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. Talk to me. I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear and he never even touched it. Glory's spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation. Revealing what? Zack Gramarye killed Magnify. It's as good as a signed confession. That's certainly been public opinion's take on it. I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. Planning on jumping back into the magic right away? As long as an audience awaits with bated breath, there will be Valent. And also... Yes? Now that my partner has disappeared, Magnify's repertoire is mine. Valent Gramarye has a tradition to uphold. Is that true? Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me. Verdict or no. And you can't pay for that kind of publicity. Alright. The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Valent. After all, you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnify's instructions as your partner. So I was, but only Zack Gramarye followed them. Let us not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? I want to know what Magnify had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve? Perhaps you do not know. Know what? A great magician never reveals his secrets.
No!
I didn't think it would be that easy. The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. Alright, well.
Ooh, morning, Daddy.
Ah, I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They picking on you?
I'm fine, as always. This old boy here is going to help me, after all. That's young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show is today, after all.
Hold up, apparently a court bailiff is considered a peace officer, and they do have law enforcement authority. So he walks on the felony charge, but he's still on the hook for the theft. Oh. Well, that's a little better then, right? She is so small. She's so cute. I love Trucy. Let me go close my door real quick. Lucy left. Two weeks had passed since then. I called her into my office. Oh, she's so sad. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I, did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So... Small Trucy, she's so tiny. I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. This is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you.
Huh? Really?
So, if I stay here...
The trauma she must have from this, I know, and yet she's still so bright.
Does that mean you'll be my family?
Huh? I guess so? Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney?
Actually, why don't you call me Nick? Or Or you could call me Daddy if you'd like. It doesn't have to be today or anything.
Okay. Say, Daddy.
That was quick. Yes?
If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So thanks, Daddy.
Ah.
Oh, and this office, it's a little blah. A little color goes a long way, you know.
Ah.
Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit. I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this.
Trucy, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 8. But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy.
Thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? Ugh, little baby.
So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
You could at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me. For Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that.
Do child labor laws not exist here? I don't know. Actually, that's pretty accurate. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch kimono. How are you?
So, here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way.
Well, that won't do, I guess. I'm good working again because I took a big nap. Nice, good luck. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law, if you were to ask some people.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead.
You mean, like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent?
You've got me, don't ya? I'm a professional.
A professional? Phoenix should sue all the children who won't be her friends? True!
Yup. After all, I am directly descended from the famous Zach Gramarye.
Directly descended? He's your father.
Oh, and now I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright, too.
I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. She's not directly descended from Phoenix, but that's okay. Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy? Or Zach Gramarye?
Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star of Troop Gramarye, and they're big.
The Gramaryes. They were on television a lot. Not how that works, Trucy. Yeah, but it's okay, she's 8. Haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it.
Big magic happens when you put Zach and Val and Gramarye together, you know? Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall.
Let me guess. There was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top? Hold on, I gotta call Edgeworth and tell him we have a daughter now. Edgeworth is also absent. Where is Bro? Where is Bro and what is he doing?
I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic.
Ah, I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
I wonder what'll happen to me, with Daddy and Mommy both gone.
Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother. Too soon.
But I have my magic, and a great daddy, even if he is unemployed. You know, I think things are going to be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. So, Trucy, you're a professional.
Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs.
They say that?
I always thought it was funny, though.
What was?
Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles? Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid.
Right. So, in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy.
That's right. Well, want to see a trick?
You're going to do a magic trick? Oh, yes, please show me! Actually, I would like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all.
That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da!
Cute! Look at her moving it! Hey, folks, it's Mr. Hat! I gotta say, it's good to be seen! Yarg! Whoa! That was startling.
The amazing Mr. Hat. Isn't he great?
Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat, at your service. He certainly makes an impression.
Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy.
Though my routines do get a bit heady at times. Ha! Get it? Heady? My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. Trussy's favorite trick, startlingly realistic. Could you tell me about your mommy? If it's okay.
Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage.
On stage? You mean with your daddy? I looked it up. Japan does have child labor laws. Light work with permission at 13. Minimum work age is 15 and no hazardous work until 18, so she's 5 years too young. I mean, yeah. But hey, maybe if she just like does magic and leaves her hat out for people to throw money in, maybe it's okay. Does that count?
Yep. She was always there with Zach and Valen, smiling. But then, she went away.
Went away?
It was a grand illusion. She made a mistake. She vanished. And I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Maybe so.
I cried then. A lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here.
This is your mother? She's beautiful.
Her name is Thalassa. Thalassa Grammary.
Poor girl. I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. And now her daddy's vanished too. Right before her eyes.
Hey, Daddy. You won't...
Don't worry. I won't vanish. I promise.
Right. You can't even do magic. You're like a backup plan. Daddy always said to have a backup plan.
Guess all I rate as is a backup plan. Contains a photo of Trucy's mother, Thalassa. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. After all, we're family. I just hope you're ready. The Right Talent Agency opens tomorrow.
What? But are we representing anyone?
Me and you. That makes two, Daddy.
I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent.
I'm sure there's something you're good at.
Well, when you put it that way.
You mean you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do. A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket.
Okay, I'll think of something.
That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy.
I mean, I think it would be okay, although she likely wouldn't be able to do any professional gigs until she's old enough to legally enter into a performance contract, unless Phoenix manages her and handles everything. I assume he would manage her, because they run the talent agency, right? Welcome to the team, Daddy-O! The team. Right. Sometimes, when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright. My daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light. And she's just so beautiful! Ugh, I love her. I figured you'd come here sooner or later. I decided on sooner. Drew Mission, was it? I haven't done anything illegal. and I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions. I suppose you have that right. That day, the entire court descended into chaos. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. I admit, it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer what I can. Not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched. Intensely. Ah, this is my daughter. Vera, say hello. She's gone. Shall we begin, then? Judging from this place, you're a painter. No, not sadly a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by were it only me. Your daughter? Her mother grew weary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That's why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for. But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting. What? To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility. Then why did you take the job? I was well paid. Very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape. Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. I have it right here. Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy, but that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me. I knew it would be difficult to escape this. Then let's talk. If he would have lived, he would be in jail on so many charges, yeah. But you know, it took him 7 years to die. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did? It was unlike anything I'd ever attempted before. I guess it would be a little different from paintings. That's not what I mean. In all my previous work, it sufficed to create a copy. This wasn't a copy. The client gave me 2 things that day. The first was a sample page as reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client. So you used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote? Yes. As I said, it was my first job of that nature. So, who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them. Not personally. Sus, indeed.
He's hiding something!
Ah, a psyche lock. Of course. It seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Liar! Alright, what do I need for you? You're hiding something. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham? I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client. True. When I asked the client's name, there were no psyche locks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be. Otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Why are you doing this to me? Hold on. How do I... Are they not gonna let me save? Oh my... Well, I've made my stand. No backing down now. So, what is Mr. Misham hiding? The client. Like I said, I never met the client. How could I hide someone I don't know?
Ah! Darn, you did say that. No.
The forger is him, so the sample? Yes, there was a reference, but why would I hide that?
No! What?
Oh, the forger. In Save Scum we oh wait, they won't let me save! Okay, he's hiding the fact that it was his daughter. I see. I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you said. What is it then? You told me what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any psyche locks. Psycho locks? Is that some sort of asylum security? Or a new hairstyle, perhaps? But then they did show up, didn't they? Who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them. Not personally. Psycho locks, yes. Not personally. Those words triggered the psyche lock. Again with the psycho locks! Now I really must know what they are. So, you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence. Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business, but I'm afraid you've lost me. Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about psyche locks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there. And your conclusion is... The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham. Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. Who else could it have been but me? That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger at Drew's studio is... Tiny child. The real forger is your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it? Ridiculous! My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been more one for landscapes. I've always been more one for landscapes, not surrealism. Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to this studio are you and your daughter. The psyche locks tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility. I feel very much on the verge of going psycho-lock myself! Yeah, okay, buddy.
Yay!
I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12. A genius, you might call her. A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently. I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now. Ah, do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So, Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was then? Actually, the client came once. Here, to the studio. What? Why didn't you say so sooner? But their face was covered, and they didn't want to talk to me. So, they talked to your daughter. I will speak only with the artist, the client told me. That little girl is the key to our mystery client's true identity. Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more. Or is it time to turn my attention to Vera? Mr. Misham, I have a request. Let me guess. You'd like to speak with my daughter. Can I? My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. And he never thought to explain to Vera what she was doing? I know, right? He just let her. She's quite shy. Extremely so, actually. With only one exception. Which was... Oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. I returned when they had finished, and she was laughing. It was the first time I'd seen anything of the sort. Please, let me speak with her. All right. Uh-oh. This could be tough. Hello, Vera. Vera, was it? Would you like to have a friendly chat? I'm Phoenix Wright, ex-lawyer, and pianist. I'm still looking for the keys that can say do-re-mi. Can't find them anywhere. I'm no good at this. I need something to get through to this girl.
Can I give you something?
A picture of dead Magnifi, perhaps? Nope.
A magic trick.
Darn. Vera, was it? Nope. Okay, she's not gonna talk to me.
Right, well, time to look around.
What's this painting here? Ah, that's one of mine. It's an illustration for a book. It's not on sale yet, of course, but I thought it might be good business. As a father, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table. Not a feeling I know anything about. At least, not yet. Ah, going home by any chance? No, I was just checking out the door. Oh. Good thing I'm far too stubborn to take hints like that. I wanted to look at the books, bro. Alright, well. Paints are scattered all around. Probably the ones he's currently using. There's something very artistic about a messy room. Not that this is anything compared to my office. I guess that would make my office a masterpiece. Alright, Phoenix. Let's calm down. Maybe I'll just sidle on over here for a closer look. That's a pretty bottle. Ah, don't touch that, please. I'll get in trouble. It belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. She looks at it often. There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing. What's this red envelope? Ah, don't touch that. It's quite important. The painter's face just changed hues. I guess I'd better behave, though it's tempting to just grab it. That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it? A stamp? Ah, please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble. That stamp belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. Troop Grammary. That's Zack and Valant, the Grammaries, isn't it? Given that she's 12, she's legally considered to not have the capacity to form the requisite mental state to commit a crime that applies to children under 13. So unless they found compelling evidence that she knew what she was doing, she'd walk. They'd likely just charge her dad for enabling the behavior when he knew what she was doing. Yeah, I think her dad is very guilty in this case, and she's not. Because she's just creating things, you know? She wants a creative outlet, and her dad is the one that's like, hey, do this, do that. The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year, when the Grammaries were at the height of their popularity. Not anymore. Now that one of them has vanished off the face of the earth. Two of them, actually, but okay. Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan ever since. She watched them every time they came on TV, until the end. I see. That stamp is quite hard to come by, I hear. I still wonder how she got her hands on it. Commemorative stamp showing the Troop Grammary. This is you and Vera. Yes. Yes, we took that one quite recently. I know, I'm a painter. Why not paint a portrait instead? I've never been that good at people, unfortunately. Right. Shouldn't you practice? Yes, Phoenix, he should. An awfully small frame. There's a commemorative stamp of the Grammaries inside. Look, it's Troop Grammary's symbol. It's right there. Screams. There are some finished paintings stacked over here. They don't look all that bad, really. I'll sell you one for 50 cents. That's okay. They look kind of heavy. Oh. Maybe he needs to work on his sales technique a bit. Okay, bruh. You use these gizmos for painting? They're pretty elaborate. Those. Those aren't for painting. They're for analyzing. Paint composition, age, Every conceivable angle. Tools of the forgery trade, I guess. Alright. Vera! Looky, looky. And then there's this.
My stamp.
Hey, she spoke. She could talk. Yeah, so this stamp. How can I keep her talking? Great magicians, aren't they? Isn't Troop Gramarye amazing? Yes? Oh. I especially like those two, Zack and Valent. I mean, they're, just so magical.
Aren't they? Aren't they?
Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic! You know?
Me too. Me too. I love them. They're so cool. It's like magic. Yeah.
Alright, she's talking. Not saying much, but it's a start.
I went and saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at the Gramarye Museum of Magic.
The Gramarye Museum? They have one of those? I guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So, have you been to one of their shows?
Just once, when I was little, with Father. The Gramarye's on stage. It was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together. They do it all.
Yeah. Maybe you could keep telling me stuff like this? You know, about Zack and Valent, maybe?
Oh, sure.
Alright, better get asking before she changes her mind. Hello, child. Tell me about yourself.
I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here.
Why don't you like the outside?
There's bad people out there.
Well, true, but there are lots of good people too. Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once. Kidnapped? Since then, she's been... well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. I see. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. She said she went to the Gramarye Museum. With you, in fact. Yes. Actually, she was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me.
That person gave me a good luck charm.
A good luck charm?
For when I absolutely had to go outside.
Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. From that client, actually. She won't tell me what it was.
Father, I told you to keep that a secret!
From that client, huh? This I have to hear about. So, your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things.
I really like painting. A lot. Father's always very happy when I paint them exactly the same.
So, you did this too?
Oh yes, that was my first job.
Your first?
All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. But this was totally different. The pen slips and the way the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope and analyze it on the computer.
She seems happy. Odd. Her work was the last nail in the Gramarye coffin. I guess no one told her.
They're the best in the world.
Huh? Oh, you mean Troop Gramarye. Of course.
Father gave it to me.
Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it.
I guess I just took it. Yeah.
Took it?
Father got a letter from that person.
That person? You mean the letter was from the client?
Oh, we talked about the Gramaryes forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent the stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it.
They're a sneaky one, this client. So they were trying to get on her good side. Sent from the real client. So, you met the person that asked you to do this job, and you talked with them. What's this about a good luck charm you received?
I can't talk about it.
Eh?
If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told.
Yeah, but I really have to know. Right. Time to do some psyche unlocking. The client. You seem to trust this client. Quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you this stamp?
No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem.
The problem? That keeps her inside all the time?
Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm.
A good luck charm? That your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm? I don't have it! I don't have it! I don't have it! Can I grab it? Pretty sure I know what it is. I can't grab it? What? Alright, well. Defendant lobby number 2. Let's go. Meekins. The disappearing trick. Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out.
Hey! What's with the atmosphere in here all of a sudden?
You know something, and I'm going to find out what. Zach Gramery vanished from this room. How did he do it?
How, sir? Well, sir, I can't say Sir!
Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something?
Well, sir, you see, all the time, sir, I was here and... Listen, it was impossible! What could such a little girl possibly do anyway?
What did you just say?
Sir, did I just say something, sir?
No, you screamed it through the megaphone of yours. Got a lurk for now? Thank you so much for the lurk, Epic Pikachu. There was someone else in the room, wasn't there?
Sir, I'm going to have to invoke my right to remain in a state of not talking.
It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was here in this room that day.
I've never seen that girl until just the other day.
Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it.
Sir, that day, she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't.
You mean you chased her into this room? You chased her into this room, not him?
Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally days, I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing, but it was how to not mistake a girl for a 7-foot-tall magician.
7 feet? Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach Gramery. But you saw something. And therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar?
What's that?
That girl's favorite trick, the amazing Mr. Hat. She uses it in her show down at the Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar?
So, it wasn't a waking dream, was it, sir?
Come again?
That night on stage, I saw a vision. Except, it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat. He really exists. I remember it clearly, though the details are a little vague. Zach Gramery exited the courtroom. I gave chase and cornered him in the corner room, sir. Zach Gramery, don't even think you can escape Meekins! Down on your hands, floor on your head! Hello? Something the matter, mister? No, that is... Sir, I'm currently chasing a suspect, sir! Zach Gramery! Do you know him? Oh, I love Zach Gramery. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan. I see. That's why you're wearing the costume you're wearing. Anyway, that very same Zach came into this room. But no one's been in here except me. But he has to be in here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug.
So, Trucy was his accomplice.
Imagine my astonished surprise when, 1 week later, I just happened to walk into a bar and see him!
Mr. Hat.
I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while, I thought it had all been a long dream.
A dream that lasted a week?
But it wasn't the magician who disappeared. It was Mr. Hat.
Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. You were standing by the door, and out came Zack. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby number 2. Along with Mr. Hat.
And that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
So, while you're standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner, and most likely runs through the closest door into lobby number 1. This is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit, and at that very moment, Trucy runs into lobby number 2. Then, all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat.
Sir, I only lost sight of him for the briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape! Zack Gramarie's red cape fluttering like a cape! Astounding, sir! All my days of posing queries and making inquiries and chasing quarries! Wasted! It was as if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die! Or the scattered remains of a messily eaten chocolate parfait!
Such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffered on account of this case.
It's an honor, sir! I've apologized to people many, many times, sometimes more than once, but this is the first time anyone's ever apologized to me!
Actually, about that girl. I'm sort of her guardian now.
Is that so? Sir! You should know that I harbor no ill feelings whatsoever in my harbor.
Okay.
I let the defendant escape. That's the stone-cold truth. Just another step on my way from singing the blues to wearing the blues. Someday, sir, I'll be standing side by side with the great Detective Guamshu.
I love Guamshu. Mr. Meekins? This is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar. If you want.
It's an honor, sir. Sir, I can't count the number of things I've had taken from me, sir. But no one's ever given me anything for free. Right, I'll see you in court next time then, sir.
I look forward to it. All eyes were on Zack Gramarye that day in court, until his mysterious disappearance. Now, part of the mystery's been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I met him again. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Oh boy! The Borscht Bowl Club. I'll be taking my leave now. Still have some work to do back at the office. Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later then. 2 hours left on my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight. Do you know who I am? Who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Just kidding. I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek a true competition. I have heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true. And this is a friend of yours?
Don't mind me. I'm just your friendly neighborhood newsman.
Ah, he will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition will be between us, no others. The Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists, and I'm number 2. I play piano. Well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started. I don't remember. But I'm good. Real good. It didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club if you want a real game. That guy's never lost. People don't come to hear me tickle the ivory. They come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes. There's no money involved. But real players carry cash, and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes. But before we go... Yes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith.
Oh, and I'm Brushel, Spark Brushel, news reporter.
Oh, I'm... No. Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still do not know who I am? Have we... met? Ah! Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? I'm talking about this! Mr. Enigmar! The defendant's escaped! Find him! Quick! Bailiff, close all exits from the building! On the double! He must not be allowed to escape! You can't be. But you're... Zach Gramarye! Yes, the reincarnation act of the century. Pity I have only an audience of one. You. Zach Gramarye. This must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life. You there! We will play soon. Ready the room.
I will be preparing the hideout for you.
Are you really him? The Zach Gramarye? Now I am Shady Smith. Remember this. How many years has it been now? 6? In exactly 3 days from now, it will be 7. I caused you much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you could say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean. She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude, but you haven't. This is why I have come. That, and to settle a matter of cards. By which you mean poker. Those eyes. He's serious. I despise losing above all else. And so, I have decided that I will win tonight, no matter what it takes. I know this guy's type, and they're dangerous. Everything's about the competition. All else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask me. And I, you. We competed that day 7 years ago, too. Ah, yes. You must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue. 2. 1. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I've played for a long time, and only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. You chose your defense attorneys by playing poker. Some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do. Trucy's power? Trucy. She's in a class of her own. For 7 years, I've played poker here at the Borscht Bowl Club, and I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals.
Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon.
Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic, but those of Trucy's line possess far greater skill. Her line? Recall, you were the second man to whom I've lost. Magnifi Gramarye. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you call it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? It's just in the Gramarye blood or something? Blood. I'm sorry, but it's not something told lightly to outsiders. And it is nothing you need to know at this time. It's some kind of Gramarye secret, then. Fine. She's 15 this year. She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know. I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Yes, and for that I must apologize. However, I could not be found guilty that day. Because of this. I hereby give all rights to the secret staging and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. Recipient, Zach Gramarye. Magnifi Gramarye. This. A transferal of rights. You see this signature? A transferal. That's Magnifi Gramarye's signature, isn't it? I hereby give all rights to the secret staging and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. And the recipient's name is you, Zach Gramarye. Yes, it is I. Wait, this page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has been clearly ripped out. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page.
Wait, let me see that.
How could I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifi gave it to me that night. You could have told me this earlier. Like 7 years earlier. Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. The greatest of Magnifi Gramarye's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have it if you're his disciple. As the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. Rightful. I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor. Your daughter. That is why I have risked all to come here tonight. Rushel?
Sir! Ah, here you go.
What is this? A letter passing the rights I have inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness. But I'm not a lawyer anymore. And you need a public notary. Besides...
I may not look it, but I'm a certified notary.
You are?
By day I wear a notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also by day I wear reporter's glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses, I can't see very well.
Your signature, please. This is the first reason I have come here tonight. Document transferring the right to perform the Gramarye repertoire to daughter Trucy. Ah, I've finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. It's been 7 years, you said. Precisely. There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all of their possessions. Exactly. Which is why I am here. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. You might say, I'm securing my daughter's inheritance. But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rights from Magnifi Gramarye. However, this was done in secret without witnesses. Before Magnify died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach Gramarye, and Valent Gramarye. Not Trucy. I see. So you do need this document. I've known Brushel since before I vanished. He's a man I trust. Now, only 3 know of my rebirth. I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background, and found you had no other close kin. It is as you say. Okay. I was kind of hoping he'd say something about the mother at this point. I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is a mystery. I mean, okay, I guess we could do the Magatama. Just to see. The Gramarye Secret. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she could see right into people's minds. The first time I saw her do it, it blew mine. And after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you. Gotta use the resources at hand, I always say. Yet, I myself have no such power. But Trucy does. Why is that? Maybe Trucy got her power from her mother. The Lhasa Gramarye? I will not speak of that. The Lhasa is officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. Oh, well, I don't have that at all. Yikes. Alright. Off we go. Detention center. Alright, talk to me, Valent. The trick up his sleeve. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. And that's what I'm going to find. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder. Yes, our mentor was fond of dramatic moves, and dramatic finales. And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful as to coerce someone into committing murder? My guess is it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troupe lived in a world of showmanship. The flashier the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Gun? Why, that's one of ours! Specially designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet. One shot. What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Valent. I'm crying something far more tragic. An accident. Zack and Valent's quick-draw shoot-'em. How long has it been since those shots were last heard? Was the shoot-'em cancelled because someone might get hurt? Of course. What other reason could there be? Well, it could have been cancelled because someone had already been hurt. Fascinating, my Faustian forging friend! But tell me, what can you prove with a single pistol? Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? The performance of magic is not concerned with what-ifs. It is concerned with precision. Precisely whom do you claim we shot? Looks like I've chosen the right path. Let's just hope he walks it with me. A life was sacrificed so that the show might go on. And this shows who it was. Okay, is it... I'm gonna go with this one, because they're all together. Darn.
Dang it! No!
Does it have to be the locket? Oh my... Please. Alright, well. But that's... Zack Gramarye's wife, and Trucy's mother. Thalassa, I believe, was her name. Balakazar! But how can you say this? How could you say that she was struck by one of our bullets? Still in denial mode, eh? Thalassa was at the greatest risk of being shot. And this clearly shows just how much danger she was in. Oh. What? This? I don't know. Okay. Troop Gramarye's performances were very, very popular. So popular, they even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame. We were not merely the latest craze. We were an age. A golden age. It's all here on the stamp. There's Thalassa, yes? Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know! A part of his memory is still locked up. There's one thing you are failing to address. And what is that? As you say, our troop was a world unto itself. If our leader, Magnify, was so inclined, he could hide anything he wished with ease. But Mr. Wright? Then he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. Not a great foundation for blackmail. Alan's got a point. If one of the troop members died in an accident, and Magnify covered it up, his innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? I'm so close. There has to be something. About how Thalassa's death could affect Zack and Valent's relationship with Magnify. I see in your eyes. You still have something to say. How could you possibly prove more than you already have? I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands so completely. Huh? With a person, I guess. It's going to take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both your hands. And this information proves what Magnify held so much power. And this information proves why Magnify held so much power over you. Is it just Magnify? No, it's not Magnify, oh gosh. Who was Thalassa, really? I see it in your eyes, you still have something to say. It's Magnify's... Okay, well... Zack's signature. I'm sure he's written it many times being an ex-star and all. I bet there's plenty of people out there who'd kill for a Zack Gramarye autograph. I can't open it. I cannot open it. No clues here. Can I not open it? Can't open it. Okay, cool. Awesome. How? What? Is it Trucy? I don't think it's Trucy, though. Is it just Thalassa? It is not just Thalassa. Oh. Oh my gosh. The troop was a tight-knit unit. It's all about the people involved, their personalities, their histories. Who is Thalassa, really? It's huh? Oh my gosh. Release me. I just have to die? Oh my... No better proof than evidence the accidental death of Zack's wife tied both of your hands, and this evidence proves why Magnify held so much power over you. Ripped out page, blah blah blah. Okay, well... Nope. I died! What? Hold on. Oh. I guess, okay. I just have to go back to the Borscht Bowl Club. Oh, okay. I see. I just have to ask for mother. This person in the photo is Trucy's mother. How did you come by this? Trucy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone. Then it is so. Huh? She's gone. What more is there to say? Lots?
Ha! I know!
Whoa, you're still here?
According to my in-depth research, Trucy's mother, Magnify Grammary's only daughter. End quote.
What? Magnify's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zack? Russell, you say too much.
What? Why am I the bad guy? Why?
Zack decked him. In any case, Mr. Wright, this discussion is over. Alassa Grammary. She's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather me some more evidence, clearly. Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition? Final? Why? As you said, I've come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more underground. Without seeing your daughter? It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago, we played. 7 years ago, I lost. I already lost to Magnify. I do not care to lose another. And I have heard that you never lost. Oh, and I've heard that you never lose. It's just a rumor. Yes, for it is impossible to never lose, unless one has an ace up one's sleeve. As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation. To think a mere lawyer might be out there pulling the wool over so many eyes. Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up? That was that, and this is this. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. This will be my final performance. You are warned. This guy's beyond serious. So much for a fun evening of cards. Brushel, you may leave.
Huh, but it's your last game! I mean, what a scoop!
I punch and I punch, but it's still not enough.
I just remembered a future, prior engagement. Toodles, gentlemen. Oh, nice meeting you, Piano Man.
Then let us begin. Dealer! You will be witness to our competition.
It is honor for me.
Why haven't I seen her around here before? Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. You know him? After a fashion. Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from a true competition. Remember this. Grammary power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Trucy's mother. I'd need to meet that reporter again. That was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zack began that night, a name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. A name Zack Grammary knew. But how? And why? But I didn't get to do his psyche lock. Solitary Cell 13. We're gonna go see my mans. What a fancy cell. Well, well, isn't this an unexpected surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete, right? You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin.
Actually, no, I want to peep. Let me look around the room real quick.
That envelope's been bothering me since I came in here. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail.
You get mail here in jail?
That I do. Though they read it first, apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are a different matter, however.
Looks like sneaking a peek is out of the question.
Nice roses.
You taking care of this one here?
Ah, yes. She's surprisingly delicate, you know. Requires careful tending. But she is my best friend, as they say.
Best? Come on, now I'm starting to feel bad for you.
Oh? Of course. She's known to bite if handled roughly.
Your rose bites?
I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retriever, Vongol.
Vongole.
Cute, but feisty.
Every dog has its thorn. I want to see the doggo! Let me see the doggo!
It's strange, you know. Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up.
Looks like you've got more than books up here.
Ah, yes, my collection. I've a few friends on the prison staff. They show me a little kindness.
Just a little? That's some chair. Just looking at it makes me want to take a seat. You'd probably have to add a whole digit to the price of one of my office chairs.
In here, a comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You'd have to add 2 digits to the price of the standard prison issue chair for this.
Those prison chairs don't look so bad either. Maybe I should redecorate. Alright, talk to me.
Life has been full of surprises. For the both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours.
And I'll bet you never expected to wind up in here. Shady Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was?
Who he was?
Zach Gramery. You know, the defendant?
I remember him, of course. But you say Smith was Zach. Impossible.
Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence.
What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think?
After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty. But your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy.
You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I'm an evil human being. Isn't that enough?
Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. You recall that case 7 years ago?
Ah, yes. The trial where Zach Gramery pulled his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it?
That was when I met you, wasn't it?
Was it now?
The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours.
It was my brother who put Well, it was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position, after all. For 7 years, we've been friends. And yet, I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship towards me was never pure. You suspected me then, as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what to think. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game. Zach Gramery mentioned your name, Gavin. Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered the restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seemed to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No. Zach Gramery. Whoa! I've never seen psyche locks like these. This is simultaneously the coolest and the most annoying thing to ever happen in this franchise. I hate him! But he's my guy. Dark. Cold. Full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? Something wrong, right? No. It's nothing. Yo, when did that get there? You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know? He's doing his nails. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that. Thanks. You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say? One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. First rate in all things, except nothing less. That certainly does look like a first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please, have one. It's on me. Why, thank you, sir. Found in Christoph Gavin's cell, the nail polish is colorless. Where's my Magatama? I can't! This one. Let me just try. Let me try. Give me a chance. They're not gonna give me a chance. This is so upsetting. Despair! So sad. Depressing, even. Oh, Vera! Oh no, talk. I have 0 life! Oh my. This was what they gave you, wasn't it? The same bottle's over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right?
I heard once cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power.
Of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting any more on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this the client? This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Christoph Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually.
I promised. I promised not to tell. Yay! I'm sorry. I can't talk about the client. I promised. And if I break my promise, the spell will work.
I don't need a name anymore. I've got my answer. You're pretty confident in this charm, then.
I think they might be the devil.
Huh?
Or maybe an angel.
What do you mean?
I saw it. Or I think I saw it when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face.
Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's?
No! The client was gentle, with a gentle smile.
So, where did you see this devil, then?
It was so quick, I don't remember well. But that's when I knew that person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm.
I'm not sure what this devil she saw was. But it's pretty clear that Christoph Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now. I'm sorry for what happened. You want to apologize? Try my client, Zach Gramery.
Did I do something bad?
What makes you think that?
Your eyes. They're sad. Very sad.
I'll put on my smile next time I come. Promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera.
Oh, okay.
Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with a young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late. Is it time? I'm gonna save, actually. I'm scared. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch kimono. How's work going? Gun! It's going almost done. I've been very sluggish with work lately, which isn't good because I'm starting an internship next week. Ooh, good luck with your internship. Hopefully it's fun. Alakazar! Of course. Danger. With a person. The Lassa, daughter of Magnifi Gramery. Thank you. It wasn't a question of who shot the Lassa. The Lassa herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zach Gramery's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnifi Gramery's only daughter. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to Magnifi's power over you, I don't know what was. It was an accident!
I like the bunnies, they're so cute.
There's no proof. None at all. But the Lhasa went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Gramarye? The master, Magnifi Gramarye, his only daughter, and his 2 disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident. But that is all it was. An accident. Zack and Valent's tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly, straight towards that beautiful body on stage. And then crash, zing, pow, into everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick, with a new twist. And tragedy. But as for whose bullet stole the Lhasa's life, we shall never know the answer. The Lhasa disappeared from our lives, and Zack was bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and Magnifi his daughter. And that led to blackmail, I take it. It is all part and parcel of the darkness that comes from when the curtain falls. Why did Magnifi Gramarye try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is, it was a critical time for Troop Gramarye. A passing of the torch from Magnifi to Zack and Valent. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. The Lhasa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all. Yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zack, found we could no longer oppose Magnifi's wishes. Magnifi forced us to perform his art, for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? Huh? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing, but then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads? Things were dark behind the scenes in Troop Gramarye, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnifi's slayer, I should think. True. Ah. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing, quite persistently. A reporter. He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room, doing his research. Would you happen to remember his name? What was his name? Sorry, I've forgotten. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner, Zack. I liked him not. I see. His name, I do not recall, but his scent, the cloying aroma of mint. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. I'd begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Gramarye, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned. The newsman. I never learned who that was at the time. Though I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile, and the sickly sweet smell of mint. The last floss-thin thread connecting Zack Gramarye to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. Let's go! Drew Studio and Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go to Sunshine Coliseum. Ah, he looks so much better with the mustache. I love him. Well, this is a blast from the distant past. Long time no see, Mr. Valent. 7 years, has it been? Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Actually, I came because there's something I want to ask you. I've spoken to the press. I've nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself, and come to some conclusions. But then I realized I needed to hear it from you. I've walked a difficult road these past 7 years. Because you couldn't perform Magnify's repertoire? Do not be deceived. Valent's skill is the real deal. I do not require my mentor's hand-me-downs. No, it was my partner who showed me on who slowed me on my way. Zach Gramarye. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought. Zach Gramarye murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you? I remember it as if 'twere only yesterday. Yet that was not the way of it in the end. For while he vanished, the suspicions upon my own person never did. His partner Zach vanished to protect him. That is what those thieving magpies of a press said. I had no idea. Yet that very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillian distraction. And here I must stand, smiling at them all. What am I, if not a player in some fiendish farce? Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened? Magnify's death is still a mystery to this day. Which is why I came here to get the answer from you. I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping upon the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. That sounds an awful lot like something I heard 7 years ago.
Oh boy!
The Troop Gramarye theme is so good. Magnify's death. Ask what you will, you'll get nothing from me. I'm as much a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened. For 7 long years, I have endured. Now, finally, the curtain lifts on my new golden age! All the miracles of our troop within my grasp! Sorry to do this, Valant, but right now, I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. Valant, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not so long as I have this. And what might that be? I see it bears the Gramarye seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner, but I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What is this? A document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to Magnify's miracles. What? Zach Gramarye. He wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter! Trucy Enigmar. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Preposterous! Zach is gone! Vanished into the void! This is the genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this. Ah! Why? Why does fate toy with me so? Why must my life be lived in thrall to the end? To the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. But he shot Magnify! Yes, it was Zach! It was! And then he left, and my career as a magician fell into darkness! Did you think there might be some way out of it? Say, if you could prove Zach Gramarye shot Magnify? Was that why you testified? Yes, my way out! It should have been my way out! Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valant. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnify Gramarye? Oh? Magnify. Nope. No! There's one easy way to win over a public opinion, by producing a signed confession even if the confession is a fake. Well, it might not be too late. All you need is a way to prove your case. A signed confession. What? Go away.
here.
Remember me?
Of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar. End quote.
Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Misham was poisoned, and his daughters...
Oh yes, I know. Oh, how I know, yes. It's caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he'd track down Kate just a little quicker. End quote.
Were you on the trail of this case the whole time?
Zach Gramery was a good friend.
Zach said something to that effect back at the Borscht Bull Club.
What a character! What a man! It's a little, extremely rough around the edges.
Do you think I could ask you a few questions?
Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not interviewee. Journalists ask questions, not other way around. End quote. Fine, shoot, I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately.
Oh my gosh. It was tragic what happened to Drew Misham and his daughter.
Forgery's a serious crime, and they paid the price. You know what really did them in, though? Don't you?
Yes. A forged diary page.
The night I interviewed him, I found out something about Mr. Misham that I hadn't known.
And what was that?
You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years. Walls have ears, potatoes have eyes. End quote.
Being watched? You mean he felt guilty?
No, I'm not talking about feelings here. You know, I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on back of neck, freaks out, end quote.
Because you felt guilty?
Why would I feel guilty?
You felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what it all means. Drew Misham felt like he was being watched, and you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves?
Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago. But I felt it too. Journalist sure he's being watched. End quote. Don't you just wonder why Zach Gramery got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from the courtroom. Then, for 7 years, he talks to no one, not a soul. Then, just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made.
And then he dies.
Starting to put the pieces together, are we?
And you were being watched this whole time.
Maybe not just me. Maybe you were too.
Me?
I met Zach through that case, actually.
You mean the shooting of Magnifi Gramery?
No, before that. It's not widely known.
You mean the accident? During the quick draw shoot 'em practice?
My, you're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy, all for me. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now.
Alan Gramery did mention one particularly nosy reporter.
In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifi Gramery at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Thalassa, was it?
Really?
Then Thalassa disappeared, quite suddenly at that, and Magnifi wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Journalist catches scent of a scoop, goes on feeding frenzy. End quote. I set up a one-on-one interview with Thalassa's husband, see?
Zach Gramery.
Something strange was in the air over at Drew Gramery in those days. The whole screwy mentor-controlling disciple scene started by then, I'm guessing. Thalassa, she was part of it all, right? Come on, you can tell me, off the record.
Sorry, I don't know.
Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice, or 5 times. But over time, he came to see me as his confidant. He's been waiting this whole time. 7 years, eh?
Waiting?
For his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnifi Miracle. Of course, it was all a dream.
Because of this. The performance rights.
In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zach and Valent?
So Valent waited until Zach died. Legally, at least.
The time finally comes, and Valent's like a kid on Christmas morning.
He's getting ready for a show at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know.
If that document sees the legal light of day, it's going to put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Valiant Grammary. Lost out his partner at work, and in love, too.
Love?
It's the same old story, really. Two disciples and their mentor's only daughter. One has 3 sides and all of them pointy. A love triangle.
That is pretty classic.
When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing.
And in the middle of it all, Thalassa has Trucy. And then she dies. I need to find out more about this Thalassa. Tell me about Thalassa, bro. Mr. Brushel, do you know this person?
Do I know that person? Of course! I was friends with Zach after all. He hit me a few times. 5 times, actually. But still, I'd never forget his wife.
Thalassa Grammary. Magnify Grammary's only daughter. Do you think you could tell me more about her?
Well, why the heck not?
Very helpful.
So, Thalassa married Zach and had Trucy, see? It was her second marriage, actually.
You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before.
Not quite. Her late husband was a performer, too. Apparently, he died during some gig. Tragic, really. They had only been married 1 year.
I didn't know.
But she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know.
Freak. Well. Those bracelets look mighty familiar, do they not?
I've known Trucy since she was a little thing, too. She got the better deal, really. She's got you for family, after all.
What do you mean?
Just reminiscing, you know. Thalassa had another child besides Trucy. End quote.
What? But Trucy said she was an only child.
Ah, yes. This one she had with her previous husband.
Her previous husband?
Her first
husband who died during a performance?
Yup, they had themselves a kid. Another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now.
Thalassa had another child. Do you think I could borrow that photo?
Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know.
Photo of a young Thalassa, Trucy's mother. I won't need this locket anymore. Better return it to Trucy before I forget.
People at events all get tangled together and get biggerer and biggerer, don't you think?
I was too busy wondering about biggerer to listen to what you were saying.
Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle it all, I think.
Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who come next.
Next, you say?
I'm not the one who will close the curtain on this little play. Apparently, that's not my role anymore.
Magnify. I was just wondering what Magnify would think of all this.
What do you mean?
Haven't you seen it in Trucy? She's got his power.
You mean how I can't lie to Trucy?
It was the same with Magnify, and with his daughter, Thalassa.
It's a strange thing. You think it's some Grammary gene?
Magnify told me once, back when Zach married Thalassa. He said Zach had good eyes, but not good like a Grammary's eyes. Not that good.
I wonder if Zach ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the Grammary secret was?
Maybe nobody now that Zach's gone.
Zach Grammary. The plot had finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the Grammary fabric and grew, swallowing everything, wrapping itself around the Grammary's power. A power which passed from Magnify Grammary to Thalassa, to the next generation. And I would once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together. Oh, Zach! The Grammary secret. Alright. Have to know more about the power, blah blah blah. Gotta use resources, blah blah blah, blah. We've done that, aha. The lost I will not speak of that. I know why you don't want to talk about her, because she is Magnify's daughter. Because she's dead? Okay, hold on. Let me just save real quick. Okay. It's gotta be either because she's dead or because she's Magnify's daughter. I assume it's because she's dead, though. So do I present the gun? The three of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind the fame, one that not many know. Thalassa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valiant Gramarye's bullet. Oh, to you and Valiant Gramarye's bullets. It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Thalassa? I'm sure Valiant would say the same thing. Why, it's just like another murder I might mention. Darn you! Her eyes. I loved Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. But there was a warmth in them that felt like an embrace. She's dead, and Magnify Gramarye has joined her. So the only one with her power left now is Trucy? Mr. Zack? I do not know. I don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. So there's someone else. Someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Thalassa's power. Ha! How would I know? My chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. There's someone else with this power, and I know who. This boy. His name is... I forget. Something weird. Who could he be? An attorney. Attorney! I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law offices. So, what are we to make of this, oh great ex-attorney? You can show me pictures of strange boys all you like, but you could say at least something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Thalassa. Actually, it's more of a ring. A ring. Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just so happen to have evidence showing this missing link. Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second. How did you know this? Her first husband. He died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when he joined us he was a performer. They met when he joined us Gramarye's as a guest in our show. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. You say she had a child, then? I have a photograph of her here. I couldn't help notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Those bracelets stand out. They are a Gramarye family heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture. What? So, that's why. Why what, Mr. Zack? I took this photograph of Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy, her son.
Yippee!
This strange power, I myself do not know from where it comes. Yet the fact is that it is passed down the Gramarye line. It runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Thalassa, once. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others. Tension? If she were to face a person and they became tense, even slightly, then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. So she could see it. Not quite. This is the strangest part of it all. She wouldn't realize that she was subconsciously detecting this tension without the use of a particular object. Or in her case, objects. Objects? Wait, were they something she wore? Yes, her bracelets. I admit, the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. But what kind of power could a bracelet have? I have made a decision. I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Well, I hardly need you to tell me at this point, but those two are brother and sister, yes. And the brother, too, has this power of theirs. So Trucy has an older brother. I wonder what'll come of that. Mr. Wright, tonight, after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. I would not see her live her life without knowing. I understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. I'm in your debt, once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth. So they're temperature sensitive or something. Yes. This is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrists. And this has something to do with the power? What have I told you? The Gramarye power reacts to tension in others. When a Gramarye senses tension, they too become tense. And this tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. So minute they cannot sense it on their own. Their muscles. Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. With the bracelet on, one can sense these contractions, because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on their wrist. Precisely. But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading. I believe I understand how the process works from there. It's a simple question of eyesight. Eyesight? I guess that sounds simple enough. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? I've heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped, if they focus. Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face, and the meaning that lies behind it. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it. So basically, what you're saying is, the Gramaryes can see really well. For them, seeing is more than believing. It is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus. Things are starting to come into focus for me too. Of course, it is difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time. But what if someone could tell you when to focus? Or something? Precisely. But wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets. You're talking about poker, yes? The timing of when to focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking. I doubt Trucy herself has realized this. That's all I know of things Gramarye. Thank you, Mr. Zack. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? Ah, I've said so much. Let me say one more thing. I will tell you of that night. That night? The night my mentor Magnifi Gramarye passed from this world to the next. There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifi's test. A test. In his last years, Magnifi Gramarye worked us to the bone. No, to the pain. But that night, I could not shoot him, so I shot the clown's forehead instead. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Take this. I give my art to you, Zack. What? It is thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zack, though I would not have minded dying by your hand. How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. Bah! I thought you might say that. If I went home without shooting anything, what would you have done then? Then, of course, I would have given Valent his chance. And if I had shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If you or Valent were to shoot me in the head, then I to the darkness would go, and my art with me. A fitting end, don't you think? Ah, and this ending too gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zack. And I'm sorry. I've done much that was wrong in my day. It seems to me that Magnifi wanted you to be his successor all along. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valent's. Perhaps. But it is not something we will ever know for sure now. I wonder. What is Valent up to these days? Waiting for you to die. If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights will go to him. Ah. And now here I am, and his dream is ended. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know? What? You don't mean to tell me that they put the blame for our mentor's death on... him? The trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zack. There were even rumors that Valent had helped you pull it off. But that's madness! Well, it seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated, even though I'm dead? That night, Zack Gramarye was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. To whom it may concern, 7 years passed. I, Zack Gramarye, murdered my mentor, Magnifi Gramarye. I apologize for the trouble caused by my sudden departure from court, and hereby confess to my crime. Zack Gramarye. His confession. To use as I saw fit. Of course, he'd killed no one. This was his way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Valent Gramarye. Take me to the Colosseum. We will finish this investigation today. Magnifi's death. Alright, let's go. Lock in. Bam. Passed it to Trucy, baby. I believe I have the answer to your prayers right here. Zack Gramarye wrote one more thing before passing on. But this is a confession! In which he admits to the killing of Magnifi Gramarye. See? All according to your plan. I'm a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet it seems the tables have turned. Now I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself. Zack wrote this right in front of me, after I explained your situation to him. Alaka! Alakazong! OMG. Alaka's OMG. You do know that this confession is nothing but lies. Yes, it's my opinion that Zack Gramarye killed no one. Then you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. Two received instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, then the one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion, yes? So he vanished to protect me, his partner. Ha 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 ha! A stirring tale, 'tis true. Did you shoot Magnifi Gramarye in the forehead? If I had, and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? Do as you will. There is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent. I needed my mentor Magnifi's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbing hold of me. Oh, it was as if a little demon had grabbed hold of me. I knew it. So Valent Gramarye did kill the great Magnifi. So sorry, Mr. Wright, but it was not I who shot my mentor. What? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? There wasn't another disciple, was there? Another disciple? Such as... I don't know. Knack and Talent Gramarye, maybe? Your wild fancies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zack and Valent received those threatening letters. But there was another. One more person could have fired that pistol that night. I don't suppose you've figured it out by now? If it wasn't Zack or Valen who shot Magnafy, then it had to be the only other person at the scene. Which means... Wait, you don't mean... Yes, the great Magnafy Gramarye himself. So, Magnafy Gramarye committed suicide? You find it hard to believe. To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility. When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him, but when I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. So you spoke with Magnafy Gramarye? Yes, and this is why I knew what he had done. Magnafy transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner, Zack Gramarye, not me. I see. I guess I owe you an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. Huh? My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder. What? Your crime? Is Valen Gramarye confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder? You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. There are no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnafy's plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands? Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. The little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon. Let me confess, I had intended to shoot Magnafy. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? That night, I prepared something before going to Magnafy's hospital room. Which was... IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. If Zack did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then, I would use the IV liquid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan. But you didn't shoot him. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then Magnafy called me back. I'm sorry, Valen. I'm giving my magic to Zack, not you. You still lack the draw he has. Please help him if you can. I left the room, and then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That is when I heard that fateful gunshot. Magnafy Gramarye, killing himself. Then the demon awoke anew within me. Zack killed him. He was the one. Frame him, and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his suicide. I took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints, and then I used the syringe to add the IV liquid I'd brought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnafy died, and you framed Zack for his murder. As planned indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed, truly? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but... yes. I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valen. Thank you. It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're going to turn yourself in? My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zack Gramarye was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me, what if he was not the only one who survived? What do you mean? You see, now that I think about it, I realize that we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. Her? The mind races and the mouth flaps on. My apologies. Forget this matter. I can only hope that the day will come when I again meet my partner, Zack Gramarye. Then I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. Zack Gramarye, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer. He's no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver, and the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good, and it would involve paying that man a visit. We're back, baby! Sorry, sir. Prisoner Christoph Gavin is currently occupied. I see. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well. Could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment. My apologies to the guard, but there's something I need to see. There it is. The yellow envelope. And the sender is... Drew Misham. I was right.
When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Bishop was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope. I heard it was left at this crime scene.
This is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote. And there's something I need to do. The last thing I need to do, in fact. Here it goes. Let's see if this atroquinine spray finds anything. So this was Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was this stamp, all right. No mistaking it. And his last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. The interview request came like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you, so please release the spell you've put on my daughter. I'll write later with a report. Drew Misham. Gotcha. Letter from Misham added to the court record. Letter posted by Drew Misham just before dying. Poison traces found on the stamp. Finally. Decisive evidence! What's this? A burglar? In jail? Gavin! I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Misham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There are no known survivors of atroquinine poisoning, but it never hurts to hope. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right. Wait. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private. Oh, sorry. Forgot I had it. Many thanks. We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it's time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter. The final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be finishing this game next time! Crazy. But that will be all for today.